Hi, I'm Trixie Overcashier. I just wanted to take a little bit of your time today and hopefully help you. I have been in the home business industry for about 18 years now. And before that, and actually alongside that, I was also a traditional business owner. And so I've always worked for myself. And of course, I had some odd jobs when I was younger, but there's just so much power in owning your own business. So either you're here because you're looking for a business for your very first time and you just a little overwhelmed with all the choices out there, or something's happened with your home business and you're looking for a new place to be and you don't want to make maybe the same mistakes, or perhaps you just want to find a business that you can throw in with, believe in, and work for the rest of your life without jumping from company to company. And I want to respect that. So I'm going to share with you a 12-point checklist that some associates of mine came up with that really has helped so many people determine what business model and what business is right for them. So I'm just going to share that with you. Hopefully you have a pen and paper and you can take some notes, and that when you are looking from company to company, you can just go right down the list and ask each company if they meet everything on the list. They're really, I'll just tell you, I'll cut to the chase and tell you, there's only one company that I have found that met all 12 things. And it's not multi-level marketing, it's not Party Plan. It is registered with the Direct Sales Association, but it's consumer direct marketing. And so what a big difference. And to be honest with you, that's what I've chosen. So to help you make your decision, I'm just going to go through this list with you, and then you can decide for yourself. So first of all, let's see if you agree with me that really when you're looking for a business, there's just a couple of things that the reason that you're looking for a home business is so that you can have the time freedom, right, as a business owner, without all the overhead, the employees, the headaches of a traditional business. So you want to be in charge of your own time. The second thing I would hope is that you want to create a lifelong, willable residual income. And by residual, I mean solid. So if there's anything that comes up in your life that you need to take a month off, or, whatever, life gets crazy, or for your retirement, that you have an income that's already solid and is going to come in whether you're working or not. That's that residual side of things. So those are the two things that I usually find that people are looking for. And so if we can just be in agreement with, yep, those are the two things that are top of my list right now, then we'll proceed here. There's also an 80-20 rule, and the 80-20 rule applies to a lot of different things, but in regards to a multi-level marketing or a Party Plan business, what it pertains to, in this case that I'm talking about, is 20% of the people that come to that company, only 20% of those people will actually work the business. So, out of the people that say they want to work the company business or whatever, 20% end up doing that. And 20% of those folks are the ones who actually end up making the larger percent of money. So what if you could find a business that was the 80%? That 80% of the people wanted to work, and that they were willing to, go for the commission side of things. On the other side of that is if you sit down with 20 people and you offer whatever it is that you're offering, how many of those 20 people would want to take part with you, whether they're going to be a customer or a business partner or whatever? How many of those 20? And when I'm looking at multi-level marketing and Party Plan, that percentage is extremely low. Once again, what if you could pertain to the 80%? What if you could appeal to the 80%? So again, our associates have investigated hundreds of companies out there, and with the use in the process of elimination, they formed this checklist. So I'm just going to share that with you. It's the 12 success factors. Number one is company track record. So I would just encourage you to make sure that the company, whatever you're looking at, has been in business, a solid, good business for at least 7 years minimum. And the reason for that is 99% of businesses fail within their first 3 years. So the other thing that I look out for is sometimes companies say, oh yeah, we've been in business 20-something years. Well, no, they bought a business that was in business for, 18 years, and now they've only been operating for 2 years. because yet they're using the other company's kind of coattails. So make sure truly that their inception was and that they've been in business and they're solid as they are with their program for at least 7 years. Financially sound would be the second one. Make sure that they're debt free and that their the growth in sales that they're reporting is domestically. You want to make sure that they're doing well domestically. I hear all the, oh, we're making, millions and millions of dollars. Really? Because that's like in 13 different countries and you guys are really failing in the US. I don't want to be part of that company. So just make sure you do your homework when it comes to that information. Number 3 is strong management. So I hear all the time about these companies who have these multi-level marketing people, there's the CEO and, then it closes and then he goes to another one and then it closes and he goes to another one. And I would be very, very wary of that. You don't want to have those multi-level marketing people, what they come in with a group of people, they make all that money and yeah, they make money. And then they close the doors where a lot of people get hurt, and then they open a new one, and some of those people follow them over. Some of them do because they think it's going to get better, and most of them don't, and they've been hurt, and now they're tainted like for any type of home business, which is a sad thing, I think. So just be sure that the owners are they can't own downlines. They can't own those parts of the company. Watch out for company folks who are getting paid on books and tapes and trainings and seminars. If somebody is claiming their commission to you, I would ask them to provide the proof that that's what the commissions that they're making from the company and that is the same type of commissions that you'll be making. Because these folks that get paid from their company to speak, okay, so that, $5,000 check has $3,000 of speaking, added onto it. Well, you're not going to go speak for the company. You want to know what you can make through the commissions. So ask for their income statistics. So maybe copies of their last 6 checks, a 1099, a business report, and ask for the company income statistics. Now, if anybody says to you, oh, no, we don't do that. Oh, no, that's against the rules or whatever. I would be very wary of that. They should be able to tell you what their income is. They should be able to show it to you and prove it. The truth is always good enough, you guys. And if you're getting into business with these folks, many times they say, oh, well, you know what? I took a few years off my business so I haven't been doing much, but you could, man, that would not settle well with me. Not if I'm looking, this is your business. This isn't about, necessarily friendships and feel goods and all that kind of stuff. This is a business situation. So make sure that you've got your business cap on. Number 4 is product or service that is highly consumable to all. So, this would be items of need. You don't want to have to build a career on convincing someone of some crazy concept of wearing, if you just wear this bracelet, you're going to be able to jump across the moon or you're going to be able to do this. I don't want to pick on a real company, but you understand what I'm saying. So just make sure that the products or the service that's being offered is something of need and something that your client would want, and then it's got a wide market value. Otherwise, you're going to be working really hard. Number 5 is competitive pricing. And I'd say this is going to knock most of the companies out of the game. Most multi-level marketing and party plan companies cannot offer the lowest price to the end consumer. They can't do it because of their business model. So look for one that offers higher quality, and many of them do, at a value that is comparable to the competition of market value. And market value means, let's say they sell vitamins. Well, let's look at GNC, let's look at Vitamin Shop, let's look at Nutrition Express, let's look at the stores who are selling these supplements on the market because that's what your consumer is going to compare to. And that's where they're going to look for their value. So you want to make sure that they've got reasonable prices and that they're not inflated. I took a look at one company's pricing, and one of their products was $31.95 or $99, whatever it was. Let's just call it $32. And their retail price that they had listed in there was $35. So I'm like, their wholesale price is only $3 less from the retail price. That's not wholesale. That's a 10% discount. That's not wholesale. So really look at that. That's important to know what that stipulation is, and then look at what market value is, because that particular product also sold on the market for $20. That's a huge uptick for a customer to be able to go, that doesn't sound really valuable to me. Oh, but we have a better product. Yeah, but the value needs to be there. So pay attention to that kind of stuff. Pay attention to cost per use, because many times that can show even a lower price tag than what you think it is. It has to make sense to be a customer. If you really want to cater to 18 out of 20 people, if you really want to cater to that 80%, the only way it's going to work is if it makes sense to be a customer. Okay, so that's a big one. Number 6 is low personal production requirements. So this is for the business builder, the person who's going to be making commissions from the company. You know what? Don't break the bank. Some of these juice companies would require 4 bottles of these big juice at $120 to $160 a month that they had to keep consuming. And the company's like, well, you know what? If you can't consume it, then just give it away. What? That doesn't, no. You should be consuming whatever product that you're using from your company. I am a total believer of being a product of your product. So you can't sell a Ford and be driving Chevy. I mean, come on. It's about credibility. But, you shouldn't have to be spending money that you don't need just to be making your paycheck. Sometimes people say, oh, well, wouldn't you spend $1,500 to make $2,000? Well, yes, of course I'd spend $1,500 to make $2,000, but the question is, how hard did I work that month? If I worked really hard and you're going to tell me ultimately I'm going to end up getting $500 difference because of all that work I put in, then the answer is no. No, then that doesn't make sense. So you don't want to ask your customers to do a lot. You shouldn't be asking your business partners to be over purchasing. Auto ship, not a huge fan of the auto ship. I've seen companies where they put that in place where the same products just keep coming. And what ends up happening is people just stock up, and then they're like, oh, I don't even know what to do with this product. I better turn around and sell it. I've gone and talked with people who've tried these businesses that would have products, and because they called in to make a quota one month and they couldn't make their quota, so then they bought it. That's that whole idea of would you spend $1,500 to make $2,000? So they bought it. And they got their check, but then they're already, that much more, $1,500 down, where they've got to go retail that out, plus do their extra work on top to make their check again. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So you really need to think this through. It depends on how hard you want to work. Do you want to work harder or do you want to work smarter? That's the question to ask yourself. Number 7, I have not seen one company with multi-level marketing or party plan make it past number 7. I should probably put it at the end just so that we can, have some fun, or maybe at the beginning and just cut to the chase. But high reorder rate. A company should have a reorder rate of over 90% if you are truly building residual income. Now, if the residual income part doesn't mean anything to you and you don't care about starting at 0 every single month that you're working, then this probably wouldn't matter to you. But remember, at the very beginning, we agreed the 2 things we were looking for was, one of them was the residual income side of things. So you should find a company that has a month-to-month reorder rate of over 90%. This will indicate your long-term residual income. And what that means is, let's say you had 100 customers shopping last month, okay? 90 or more of those should be shopping again this month. You should have a documented reorder rate that shows that that's what happens in your business. And that's just smart if you're truly building residual. Number 8 is a low entry fee. This would really be regarded towards the, actually it could be towards the customer as well. But most customer programs today have a low entry fee. But what about the business builder? Are they having to shell out a ton of money? I saw a program once where it says, okay, so to be a business builder, you have to buy $400 worth of these products. And I went, oh, okay, so that makes sense to me because I'm a product of the product. So then $400, all right. But if I were to add up all of these products in the catalog, what would I have paid? And it's interesting, I was actually paying more for the box of products than what I would have paid individually. Now, you would have thought that this company should want me to fall in love with their products, to want to sell their products. So you think that they would sell it to me even at a deeper discount than, you know, what the normal person could get it at, so that I could become that representative. That made no sense to me at all. But it was kind of the way that they cushioned things so that that next person up could get that little $50 kick or that $100 kick and make their check look bigger. Wait a minute. We don't want to make money off of each other. You don't make money off of your business builders. You don't take money out of their pocket. Let's have it be a good deal for everyone. So watch out for that. Watch out for a compensation plan that's based on being paid to get people involved instead of consumption of actual product and product sales. Now, the FTC is taking care of a lot of this. They're changing a lot of the legal rules and stipulations. A lot of companies are having to shift very quickly and change some things. And I will tell you this, a lot of companies won't make it. And that's a good thing. That is actually a good thing. They shouldn't be in business. If they can't fulfill those stipulations of the FTC, they should not be in business. It's giving the direct sales industry just even a bad name. So find a company where the focus is on real people buying real product who really want it, right? Number 9 is low attrition. This is after 6 months. How many of those excited, happy shoppers are still shopping every single month? This is all about your residual again, my friend. So now in 12 months, what's the documentation of people shopping within the next 12 months? You would be so surprised at the turnaround within just a 12-month period for most folks. So that you want to look at. You do not want to have a large attrition rate. So that's something to pay attention to. Number 10 is timing. Bad news travels fast and good news travels slow. So find out something where nobody gets hurt. Steer clear from anybody who says ground floor opportunity. Get in now. We're launching a new company. It goes all the way back to number 1 on the list. Not good. You know what? If it's going to be good, if it's good today, it's going to be good in 7 years. So wait it out. You know, why risk your money, your energy, your reputation, and all that on all the excitement and hype when they haven't even worked out all their bugs? So look for an established company and make sure that that is taken care of instead of, you know, having you be their guinea pig. Ask the question, how many people can potentially be financially hurt for me to make it? And I hope your number is 0. Nobody has to be hurt in a business like this. Nobody has to lose money. Nobody has to end up with garage-fulls of product and trying to sell their stuff on eBay. So it doesn't have to be that way. And I've seen it happen over and over. Now, number 11 is breakaways, and I am going to upset some people in this area. If you are working a multi-level marketing business right now and you have a binary plan, or if you have overrides, you are going to get very upset with this particular piece, okay? Because I say no breakaways and no takeaways. Sometimes people think that overrides are a good thing. You know, they're not. Let me just share with you. I've counseled a lot of people over the years. When you've been, you know, working your business for as long as I have, you come across a lot of people and a lot of stories and a lot of hurt and a lot of things where I found out about people's business plans. So that's why I became very passionate about just saying, you know what? Do your homework. Check it out first ahead of time. So just with the binary plan, I'm going to start with is it would be, you know, it's a balancing of 2 legs. And I'm going to stay very generic here. In some of those plans, it would be as if I owned a Dairy Queen in Dallas, Texas, and in Austin, Texas. 2 great places, by the way. And one is doing, the one in Austin is doing $100,000 worth of business. And the one in Dallas is doing $10,000 worth of business. But because I'm in a binary system, I only get paid $10,000. Well, what about all this business over here? That's where I know that's the potential. You can earn that if you just get this business up there, then we'll pay you fully. No, I've got this business and this business in my organization. I want to be paid everything that's in my business. So understand that in a binary plan, it is just always wishing forward. Oh, I see it though. That's $90,000 more that I could add to my income. I've talked to so many people who were just on the verge of getting this big amount of money, 40,000 and 50,000 and 100,000, and it's next month. And then I call them the next month and it was, no, next month. And I call them the next month and it was, no, next month. I'm like, wow, really? Really? These are educated people. So that's not a good deal. And when somebody says, oh yeah, but Trixie, guess what? You can own 4 businesses or whatever they call their entities. You can own 4 of them. Get in and own 4 of them and you can really, take advantage of it. And I'm like, you know what? I have enough doing what I can to own 1 business and to put everything I got in 1 business. I don't want 4. I don't want 4 entities. I don't want all that balance. I want to focus on 1. So you need to think about what people are pitching you, even though they're excited about it. Half the time they don't even get it themselves. When they do get it, a lot of those big wigs are making money, but their people are not making money. You want to be able to sleep at night. You want to be able to make sure that you're offering something to your team that your team can win too. Look for a compensation plan that rewards leadership, not hurts it. Another piece, and this is what I was going to talk about earlier with the overrides or the takeaways, is I had a gal in skincare who had to take, I don't know how many months off, but it was quite a few months that she took away from her business. She still purchased on her account and bought her own stuff, but she wasn't actually actively working her business and producing per se. And all of a sudden she opened up her back room, information, and all her people were gone. All of the people that she's worked for the last year. And she called her company and she's like, something's wrong with the systems. All my people are gone. All my customers are gone. And they said, oh, no, we didn't, you didn't work your business. This is a stipulation in such and such policy. And all those people have moved up to the girl that's, whatever, your senior or your person that's above you or whatever it was. And she couldn't believe it. She's like, wait a second. It's like all my work that I did in that year and a half has just completely disappeared. And I thought, wow, I wonder if that girl that ended up getting all that business knew that that was happening. Because in a business like that, you're going to make your partners only so good. You're not going to make them better than you because you don't want them to pass you up so that they can take you away, or you don't want them to be so good that they're making all the stuff and you're not making yours. So if any time the business model says, hey, if she doesn't make her bonus, you're going to make it. That's a terrible plan. It's a terrible plan. And I'll tell you, they don't talk about the person who didn't get the bonus. They talk about the one who did get the bonus and how big her check was. Well, guess what? She didn't earn it. That was her bonus to make. Those are messed up plans, if you ask me, and they're out there. They're out there. So make sure that when you're earning bonuses as you help other people, it never takes away from the person who originally set them up, or even if they outperform them. I want to be in a company where you can outperform them. In corporate America is the worst pyramid ever. So you've got the pyramid where president's at the top or CEO or whatever. All his people here is management staff, and then the little people, and then the littler people, and then the customers are outside the deal. But you're never going to out-earn that person above you unless you either take their spot or bump them out of their spot or something of that nature. That is a ruthless business model. That is not going to give opportunity to everybody who comes to the table, no matter what your background is. That's what you want to look for. A business plan that I could out-earn that person who is preceding me. And I actually out-earned the person that is preceding me. So it's possible. And it's right because it depends on who has done the work and who has done the foundation. So you want that opportunity to be towards the worker, like who's making the money, but not to punish anybody. Number 12 is risk-free. There's no way for customers or business partners to lose any money because you've introduced this to them. That's about your reputation. So make the business that you choose to be an investment and a return on your precious time, your precious money, and your awesome reputation. You want to be able to sleep well at night. That's what you should be looking for. My question to you is, looking over these 12 points, which one would you take off? Because I personally wouldn't take one of them off. Not one. Not spending all my time, money, and my reputation on Why would you ever work for a business with one of those factors missing? My question to you is, are you looking for the next one, or are you looking for the last one? Find one that you can build to last a lifetime. That's my advice to you. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope you make a great decision. And I just wish you all the best, and I wish you success. This is Trixie, and I bid you a great day.